440. Locally owned and operated, experienced and reliable, commercial and residential, licensed and insured. Powell Gene, Gene at yahoo.com. 352-629-2440. Gene Powell Pasturemoine. 352-629-2440. Proud United States veteran.
'Tis the season to be merry at the Appleton Museum of Art's annual Family Day, celebrating the Urban Family Holiday Exhibit. Saturday, December 3rd from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. Enjoy the beloved Dickens Village, exquisite holiday trees from the Urban Collection, and trees decorated by community organizations. Visit the art space throughout the day for holiday art-making projects, and from 1 till 3 p.m. take carriage rides around the museum grounds. Have photos taken with Santa and enjoy light refreshments, all free of charge. For more information, visit appletonmuseum.org.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 25 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know if this is going to make me sound like a nutcase or something, but can you imagine? I thought about this one day. I die, and I'm waiting to talk to whoever I talk to on the other side, so that I can get into heaven. And I'm thinking, oh gosh, I hope they don't ask me about this and that, because I got a few embarrassing things that I don't want them to ask me about. But then I said, yeah, well, I've done a lot of good stuff too. Maybe that'll be better. Maybe I'll one up the bad stuff with the good stuff, or the embarrassing stuff anyway. I don't think I've ever done anything bad, just maybe things that I would cringe at, when they come up. And I suppose I'm not alone with that. And so then I imagine that God or whoever says to me, you could have done more. Oh, gosh, what do you do then? You could have done more. You can't go back, but you could have done more. I had this thought, and then the next day, this is absolutely the truth. I had in the mail a Christmas catalog, and it was the first time I had ever seen a Christmas catalog like this. I brought it into the radio show, and I said, I got in the mail yesterday the best Christmas catalog I've ever seen. It's called the Samaritan's Purse Christmas catalog. And as I flipped through it, I saw you could buy a goat for a family in some third world country. You could buy a church. You could buy a little house. And of course, you could chip in on any of these things too. You didn't have to buy the whole thing. And so Samaritan's Purse became synonymous with Christmas for me. And I get the Christmas. I got it, I think last week or 2 weeks ago. It came in the mail. And this, I believe it was started by Billy Graham's son, Franklin Graham, I think, if I have that right.
Franklin Graham runs Operation Christmas Child and Samaritan's Purse.
Is that right? And that voice you just heard, that you're Marlene?
Stephanie.
You're Stephanie. Stephanie Fay. You're the area coordinator of Marion County and Citrus County for Samaritan's Purse and Operation Christmas Child. And Marlene Reuscher? Reuscher. I know you've been with us before, but forgive me for forgetting your pronunciations of your name. You're the spokesperson for Operation Christmas Child, and you've brought in a box with stuff in it, and it feels heavy. So we're going to talk about Operation Christmas Child Christmas shoe boxes that you ladies are so involved with. And good morning.
Good morning. And Larry, while you're talking about that catalog, every year my husband buys chickens for me.
Does he really?
To send out of that catalog, and I buy fish for him to help stock a fish pond. That's what we give each other for Christmas.
And you mentioned something when you said for him and for you. Mm-hmm. I forgot that's part of it too. You don't really get the fish or the chickens, but it's on your behalf.
It's on our list, right? And we send it to help families around the world.
So do you know? Do you know in advance what you're getting?
Well, we have done this for a few
giving?
years now, so we just make it kind of routine, and we were talking about it just a couple days ago
fish and
because
chicken.
we want to get this done.
Now, if you're sending fish, though, I think you should also send tartar sauce. It just, I think it goes with it.
Well, what you do actually is help stock a fish pond.
Is that right?
And then
okay.
that family, as their pond, more and more fish multiply in that, then they have to help stock another pond.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Teach a family to fish, and they eat forever, right?
That's is that from the Bible? Is that from the Bible?
I don't know that it's from the Bible.
I always
but I
confuse.
know that it works. They have learned that it works.
Right, teach a man to fish and all that. Well, thank you for what you're doing. So, how heavy is the typical box that gets sent out?
Oh, it could be up to 10 pounds. this box is very heavy, and if you took it down to your local post office to mail it out,
Right.
it would be very expensive. But Samaritan's Purse asks that people put just $7 if they can inside the box to help ship them, and they pool all of that money, and then it helps them to ship these boxes all over the world to the different families. that
And Robin
receive
said her
them.
church fills these boxes. So is that typically how you do it? You bring the empty boxes to the different locations?
Or we get a certain number of boxes every year from Samaritan's Purse, mainly to help new work get started, churches that have not filled before, but we give them out to schools. For instance, one of the schools we gave them to was St. John's Lutheran School. They fill boxes through one of their clubs.
Okay.
It spearheads this every year, and the students get behind it, and they fill several hundred boxes along with the help of their church.
So each box, I want you to tell us what you want in the box.
Okay.
But you put $7 in each box. Am I understanding that right?
That's what we request to
And
help.
is that
with
is that enough? That doesn't seem like enough for the
It
postage.
probably is not enough, but because an individual is filling the box with the items of school supplies, a big exciting toy like a stuffed animal or a soccer ball or something like that, and hygiene items, it could cost maybe $20 to $30 just to put the items in the box, and then the $7 shipping. So Samaritan's Purse picks up the rest of the money.
I see. Okay. So fundraising happens externally from the Operation Christmas Box idea, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Samaritan's Purse has a huge fundraising department.
And I was right. This is Billy Graham's son, right?
Franklin Graham.
Franklin. Okay, thank
Yes.
you. So what is in the box? So what should we put in the box?
I'll give you an example.
Do we have some empty boxes
Second,
here?
I'll talk about it.
Can we leave some here?
Yes,
fill 'em?
absolutely.
Okay. And when do you need them back by?
Well, this is National Collection Week, so the absolute
this week.
This week,
Okay.
the absolute very last day that we can receive a box is a week from today.
Okay. All right. So we're going to fill up a couple of boxes here.
Okay, I have 4 in the car.
Oh, you do? Okay.
And we will bring more. If some of your listeners want boxes, they want to stop by here and get a box from you, that is great.
Just bring some. Yeah. Okay. We'll just have them here if anybody wants to fill the boxes. Do you what's in the box?
Okay.
What's in that box?
What's in this box?
Have you ever seen a video, by the way, of the children getting their boxes?
Yes.
Did you play
Yeah.
with one
Yes.
of these, Robin?
Yes,
when you
I
were a
did.
child?
I love those.
Recognize
What do you call
that?
those? Paddle?
Yeah.
Paddle?
Paddle ball.
Paddle
Yep,
ball.
I love those.
That's
a good
hard.
but I loved them.
Have you ever tried to do that?
Oh, I played by the hour with these.
Are you good
when
at
I was
that?
a child. Used to be. Probably not as good
I'm
anymore.
horrible at that.
I'm out of practice now.
You have to practice.
And what else do you have in there? By the way, you're on video camera, so we can see this stuff too.
Oh, dominoes.
Oh,
What
dominoes.
a great idea.
That is a good idea. I'm horrible at that
Okay,
too.
and she also has a tote bag.
Okay.
So they can carry things around from point A to point B.
Where do they
Nice.
normally go? What's that?
Inside this is washcloth and soap. Yesterday,
Oh, washcloth and soap. Okay.
I shared at our church a story I had just heard about a young girl. When she was 12 years old, she received her box. She was in an orphanage in the Soviet Union at the time. She said that once a month now, they went by bus to take a shower or a bath.
Oh my gosh.
They had nothing at the orphanage where she lived, no facilities to take a bath. She said about 120 of them would share 1 to 2 bars of soap. All the soap they had. When she got her shoebox, she found a bar of Irish Spring in her box.
Oh
She
man.
said now she's 30 years old. She still remembers what that soap smelled like.
Of course.
Because
Yeah.
she was so happy to get a bar of soap.
Oh my gosh.
It just blows my mind when I hear these stories.
That is a good smelling soap too, isn't it?
Another story from a person who was in a home like that. They shared toothbrushes. One person would have a toothbrush, and they would share with 25 other people. So when they see the toothbrushes, they are very happy that they have their own.
Yeah, sure.
We take for granted so many things.
What would happen if we put shoes? Is that too big? Because, I mean, how many of these kids probably don't even have shoes?
We can put shoes in the shoebox.
Oh, you can? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever can
Flip-flops
fit,
are
right?
Very popular.
Flip-flops and sandals,
Oh, really? Okay.
mostly. Did you bought bigger shoes this year, didn't you?
Bought some. We got a few pair of tennis shoes. When you put something like that in, it doesn't leave a lot of room for other things.
Yeah, that's what I was
But
thinking.
sometimes it's just a God thing. We've had stories of children receiving those tennis shoes, and they had prayed and prayed for a pair of shoes. So,
Is that right? I love that.
yeah.
I love that. Yeah, I think
School
it's a God
supplies is one of the most important things because we've had stories of children that could not go to school because they did not have any school supplies.
thing. Okay.
So this is one of the most important things. During the summer, when the stores like Target and Walmart and these other stores put their things on sale, you can buy these usually for 17 cents to a quarter.
That's
We
right.
stock up
Marlene,
at that time.
let me just put you on hold for a second. We've got to take a little break. Marlene Reuscher, did I say it right, Marlene?
Yes.
And Stephanie Fay are in the studio, and we'll find out how we can help children all over the world when we come back. This is The Source, WOCA.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Monday, times of clouds and sun. There can be an afternoon shower in spots. Highs in the 70s. Monday night will be mostly cloudy. There can be a shower along the coast. Those ranging from the mid-40s to low 50s inland where it will be partly cloudy, to the low 60s along the coast where it will be mostly cloudy. For Tuesday, partly sunny, high 73 to 77. Wednesday, mostly sunny, high 75 to 79. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Hey, this is Dan. Let me ask you a few questions. Does your boat look better with the cover on? Has your car's interior seen its better days? Stop using a towel to cover up those rips in the golf cart. Isn't it about time you had it restored to better than new with a custom upholstery from Captain T? Captain T's Upholstery has been right here in Ocala for nearly 20 years, so they know how to make your ride one of a kind. Whether you want to take that classic ride back to a factory look or put your favorite sports team front and center, Captain T's Upholstery is who to call. 352-369-1810. That's 352-369-1810. Or stop by their location, 5030 South Pine Avenue in Ocala, just past the drive-in. And of course, don't forget to visit them on the web, CaptainTUpholstery.com.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Next Generation MD is the future of healthcare now. Listen in the first and third Thursday at 10 a.m. to learn how the future in PRP treatments are here in our area. Find out the many ways that Dr. Juan Jordan, MD, Charles Brooks, NP, and case manager Mark Shaw have brought the family medicine practice to a new level. Hear from the very people that benefit from the fine work they have done in this field. Next Generation MD every first and third Thursday at 10 a.m. here on WOCA 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Experience Christmas at Gaylord Palms, presented by Fujifilm Instax, November 18th through January 1st. Enjoy spectacular holiday decor, dining, and entertainment, including ice, with an all-new theme featuring a Charlie Brown Christmas, Cirque Dreams Unwrapped stage show, breakfast with Charlie Brown and friends, Alpine Rush snow tubing, and much more. It's everything Christmas in one extraordinary place. Tickets and overnight packages, including priority extra cool hour admission to ice, are on sale now at Christmas@GaylordPalms.com.
Christmas time is here, and this holiday season, Gaylord Palms puts a brand new twist on a Christmas classic. It's Ice, presented by Pepsi, featuring a Charlie Brown Christmas by Charles Schulz, November 18th through January 1st. See the whole Peanuts gang carved in over 2 million pounds of colorful ice, including Snoopy's decorated doghouse, and dancing at the holiday play rehearsal. Your awe-inspiring experience concludes with the wonder of the nativity in ice. For tickets and packages, visit Christmas@GaylordPalms.com.
All right, 12 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. We are learning about Samaritan's Purse and about Operation Christmas Child and the Christmas boxes that are being sent all over the world. So you explain the postage, and it sounds like we do our part by putting $7 in the box, so that's good. Do all the boxes go to other countries, or do we have boxes going to other places in this country?
The boxes pretty much go international. We do not send the boxes to this country. The children in this country have an opportunity to be churched here. The boxes go to places where there are very few or no churches.
Okay. Do they go places where Christian church specifically, is forbidden or even out against the law?
Boxes do go into Muslim countries and other countries. the major purpose of the box, the bottom line, is to get the gospel spread around the world.
Yeah.
So that's the reason the shoe boxes are sent.
But I know
That's the main reason they're not given out much in the United States. They are used once in a while when there is a big disaster in the United States. They will take some of the shoe boxes in and give them to the children and that kind of thing. They're used some in the Appalachians, and some they've gone to the Indian territory with them. But the main purpose of the box is to take the gospel around the world. So yes, they go into all kinds of situations around the
does
world.
that create a problem ever?
They have to have permission.
Okay.
They have to have permission. And if the country lets them in, then they can pass the shoebox.
If a person doesn't have an Operation Christmas Child shoebox, can they get their own shoebox or get one of those plastic see-through bins with the plastic cover on it, or do you recommend they get your Christmas Child shoebox?
They are permitted to get their own shoebox. But we like it to be
Kind
the
of a
size
uniform
of a
size.
shoebox. The boot boxes are a little on the big side. We'll take them, but we would prefer a shoebox size,
Okay.
an adult shoebox.
Yeah.
Ladies, could you put your headsets on, because we have a phone call coming in, and that's how you'll be able to hear the caller. And before I do anything, make sure you can hear me. Can you hear me through your headsets?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, good. Good morning. Thank you for calling. You're on the air.
Good morning, Larry. Good morning, Robin. Good morning, Marlene, Reuscher. I know Marlene and her husband. This is Robert from Spanish Church.
Good morning, Robert.
I wanted
How are
to-
you?
Good morning. Good morning. You remember me, right, Marlene?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, this year we didn't get any boxes. They told us to buy our own boxes, so we bought them plastic boxes, the plastic containers. I was wondering if they were trying to cut costs. We didn't get any boxes.
No one asked me for any boxes from your church, but the plastic boxes are great because they serve a twofold purpose. So you're actually doing those families a
They
favor.
told us to get regular shoe boxes, but we decided to get plastic ones because they can use it again and again.
Yes, they
Yeah.
can use those
Yeah, but
boxes
we didn't
for.
get any boxes.
Well, I'm glad
Yeah,
you got the plastic ones, Robert, because they can use them for water, or they can use them to put rice in. They'll find all kinds of purposes for that plastic box. So that's a blessing.
Yeah, we figured that was a better thing, but I didn't know why they didn't issue any boxes this year for us, but that's okay.
I don't
We'll take
know
care of
if
it.
you heard me earlier, but I said when we get those boxes, they send us just a certain number of the free boxes, and we try to use those for new work, for new churches that have never done boxes, and for schools and that kind of thing.
That's probably what happened.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
But
Thank you very
also,
much. Thanks for the great job that you guys are doing. Say hi to Fred.
I will do that. Let me tell you one other thing. Your church can go online or use the phone number, the 800 number, and actually order these red and green boxes from Samaritan's Purse. And
I'll keep that for next year now, because right now we're up against the date now, and we're doing next week for us to send them in.
you know we have to have them in by Monday of next week. The 21st is the last day.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's why we can do anything right now, but next year I'll remember that.
Okay, thank you so much for filling boxes and blessing children.
Thank you. All right.
Thanks, Marlene. Thank you, Larry. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye, to you too.
And we just learned something. So if we use the plastic box, the boxes themselves become a gift.
Yes, they do.
Oh wow! And that probably
that's
these
great.
cardboard boxes become used in some way.
They could be, I'm sure.
Maybe just
Store
as
things
a
in,
storage
whatever.
place. Yeah, yeah.
Now, you have a sticker on there with different age groups, and it says boy.
Yes.
So how do we know what age group to put on there if we don't have a Christmas Child box?
This actually has been attached here. It did not come this way. We put it on here. And these are on, do you have one of the brochures with you? We have brochures that are given out, and we should have brought some. We did not. But they have 2 to 4 year old, 5 to 9 year old, and 10 to 14 year old. And they have these for both boy and girl. And you decide whether you're packing a box for a boy or for a girl, and which age group you want to pack for. And you put items inside your
Robin, you have
box
to help
based
me.
on
I'm
that.
going to get this so wrong. Yeah, Robin's going to have to help me.
I got it.
You're going to pack a boy box, right, Larry?
I'm going to pack a box. She's going to tell me what to put in it.
No, you gotta pick
You have to make all the decisions.
But I won't know what to put in it. All I'm going to do is copycat you. I'm not going to be very original.
Do I need to make you a list?
Yes. A list would be perfect. All right, so we fill the box. For anybody who wants to do this, and Robin and I are going to do this, but anybody who wants to do this, we need to fill the boxes, whether we get one from you or not, and then put $7 in it, and then bring them to you, right?
We have. Tell them about the drop-off location.
That's what we want to know. Okay.
Right. We have 11 different drop-off locations in the 2 counties. There's 4 in Ocala. We have one in Bellevue, one in Crystal River, one in Dunellen, Homosassa, Inverness, Silver Springs, and Summerfield.
Okay.
Now the way
now you have
and
to be more
McIntosh.
specific because those are big areas.
Okay, well, an easy way.
Is there a
for
website?
Yes,
Okay.
an easy way for someone to find the closest place to drop off their box would be to go to the Samaritan's Purse website, and that's just Samaritan's Purse, all one word, .org.
Okay.
/OCC, and then when that screen comes up, over on the right-hand side, it says shoebox zip code locator.
Okay,
And
good.
then you just go and put your zip code in, and a whole bunch of different things pop up.
All right, I want to look it up right now.
And will you have those stickers online so we could print one out?
Yes.
Yes,
That we
you
can
have those
tape
online
right
as
to the
well.
box. Okay, this is fun. Oh, I'm so looking forward to this. I can't wait to do
You
this
know,
again.
most of the relay centers have these stickers. So if you don't get it online, you can get it at the relay center, and they will help you
Now,
determine.
when you take your box in, they'll even put them on for you if they need to.
Yeah.
You just tell them whether you did boy or girl and what age group it is, and they'll put it on for you right there if they need to.
No, you had a calculator in there, which was really cool. But how about things that where you need batteries? Do you discourage people from doing that?
Be sure and put some extra batteries in if
Right,
you do
we
that.
just tell them to put extra batteries, so they can enjoy them for longer.
All right, the closest one to where we are right now, let me click on it. What is this? The Oak Crest Baptist Church is
There
the
we go.
closest one to here. Okay.
we know where
Another
that is.
one that wouldn't be too far from here would be Ocala West United Methodist Church.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Is that down near Top of the World?
Top of the world.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. I think we went there, right? Did we play there or something?
Yeah, we did.
I found it on here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's a good place to start. So all I had to do was put SamaritansPurse.org and then click on the Operation Christmas Box thing, I think is what I clicked on.
Operation Christmas Child. Is
Child.
what we call it.
Yeah, but it's real easy to figure it out. It's right there on the thing. You push the button.
Right there on the thing. That is exactly how I talk. That's wonderful, Larry. You and I are going to be good friends.
That's right. I just want to help out. I want to help out. I mean, I don't want to go to heaven and have God say, you could have done more.
Well, a lot of times people will hear this shoebox thing and they think, oh, is that for the soldiers? And we want to get that child thing in there. So these are for the children.
And the soldier one is good too.
The soldier one is terrific.
It's a really,
terrific.
really great, two great programs.
Really.
Well, this is what I'll do this year then. Instead of the angel tree, I'm going to do another one of these. So this is.
And we hear people say, "Oh, we do the angel tree," and we love the children that get the angel tree thing too. But the bottom line for this is to get the gospel to the children.
Yes.
So there's more to doing these boxes than just giving the children a gift. We give them the gift; they get the wonderful things inside the box, but they get Jesus Christ along with it.
Can we put a Bible in there, or are they
You
going to
can,
throw it
but
away?
they may not be able to read it because of the language thing. Remember, we're giving them the booklet that tells them about God from creation to resurrection in their language.
In their language.
And then they get the discipleship classes along with that if they choose to attend. So we accomplish so much with these shoeboxes.
This is wonderful.
Yeah. And any program that shows love of one another is a good program. The Angel Tree program and the Soldier, the Box for the Shoulders. All of those are good programs.
Yes, absolutely. I love what you ladies are doing. Can I share a quick story with you?
Please.
My mom used to do quilts. And the quilts would be sent from her church to all over the world. And one day in the church, they showed a video movie of the people getting the quilts. And I was sitting next to my mother, and we're watching this movie, and it looked like one of the ones she made. And this child pulls out the quilt, puts it around herself, and starts walking through the mud. And my mother goes, "Through the mud!" She spent all that time on that quilt and it's in the mud.
I can understand just how she felt.
All right, for everybody, you want to help out, we would love make WOCA proud. We'd love for you to, I mean, you don't have anything to do with us really, but if you want to fill up a box, you don't need to come here and pick up one, but I think you're going to drop some off here, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if you want an actual box, we'll have them. Otherwise, you can use a plastic box or any shoe box as long as it's normal shoe size, not boot size, right?
If you buy the plastic box, they're 6-quart size. You can get them for $1 at Dollar Tree,
Okay.
Dollar General, Walmart, any place like that.
All right.
Buy them today and fill them up and bring them in.
Stephanie Faye and Marlene Reuscher. I'm probably saying your name wrong again.
It's fine.
Marlene, Stephanie, thank you. You ladies are beautiful. I love what you're doing. Thank you for helping us.
Thank you for having us.
God bless you both.
Thank you for allowing us to help you.
Okay.
All right, we will be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Anna Wells. President-elect Donald Trump has spoken with China's leader. Mr. Trump's team says during Sunday night's call, the leaders established a clear sense of mutual respect for one another. The president-elect has selected RNC Chairman Reince Priebus as White House Chief of Staff and campaign CEO Steve Bannon as Chief Strategist.
Some Washington insiders praise the selection of Priebus, including South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham, who did not support Mr. Trump's campaign. The Bannon pick is more controversial. The Anti-Defamation League expressed outrage, calling it a sad day. In Washington, Rachel Sutherland, Fox News.
Dozens of wildfires continue burning in the southeast.
There's so many leaves on the ground and so many still to come down that I can imagine it would be very hard to contain.
Many fires may have been deliberately set. The UN says 2016 is on track to be the hottest year on record. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Welcome to Geico's Motorcycle Meanderings.
Oh man, this is great. I sure saved a lot of money by switching to Geico. I scored some big savings and now I can use their mobile app 24/7 for all sorts of stuff. Life just makes sense now. What doesn't make sense is if a highway splits, it's a fork in the road. Then wouldn't the long straight stretch be a knife in the road? And then wouldn't a cul-de-sac be a spoon in the road? What would a spork be?
Geico Motorcycle. Savings that make sense.
When I listen to Audible, I'm not cooking dinner for one. I'm on horseback, galloping across the Scottish moors towards my one true love. There, through the mist, I see my beloved, kilt flapping in the breeze. The fibers of his shirt struggle against his bulging muscles as he takes me from my horse and... my frittata!
Go to audible.com/act now and your first download is free. Audible. Stories that surround you.
Today in Florida Ag News on the Southeast AgNet, after last week's elections, we learned that neither the House nor Senate majorities will change next Congress. Thus, there will be less turnover in leadership of committees. But Reese Langley, Vice President of Washington Operations for the National Cotton Council, says there is still a lot to be determined when it comes to what this means for the remainder of this Congress and the beginning of the next Congress in January.
The expectation is that President-elect Trump and Republicans in Congress will want to finish up the appropriations process for the current fiscal year, try to get that completed by December, and the expectation is there will be a number of bold initiatives that the President-elect and the majorities in Congress will try to push forward, things such as comprehensive tax reform, immigration package, changes to or repeal of the Affordable Care Act, and this probably means very unlikely that the Trans-Pacific Partnership, or TPP, will come before this Congress or the next Congress for a vote.
Whether at your local green market, corner grocery store, or neighborhood restaurant, you're supporting your community when you buy local.
Food grown right here by Florida farmers doesn't need to be shipped as far.
That saves fuel and cuts emissions.
Buying local is more than just supporting area businesses and growers.
It's buying fresh, wholesome, and delicious food for your family.
Products you trust from people you trust.
Fresh from Florida.
Good for the environment.
Good for the economy.
Good for you.
Living in Florida, we have so much to celebrate. Awesome weather, top-notch universities and sports teams, a rich blend of cultures, and so much more. From fresh market tomatoes to watermelons, from snap beans to tangerines, Florida farmers grow an abundance of safe and affordable products that are prized around the world. So look for the Fresh from Florida label when you shop. Wholesome, delicious, nutritious. Fresh from Florida. Fresh to you.
Randall Wiseman, Southeast AgNet.
Stay informed on everything going on in the villages with the Village Spectator newspaper. The Village Spectator is exclusively devoted to the villages with news, commentary, and more. And yes, they have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask is that you tell them where you heard about them. Call Tom's Picks at 804-1223 and pick up your copy of the Village Spectator today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Monday, times of clouds and sun. There can be an afternoon shower in spots. Highs in the 70s. Monday night will be mostly